Hello everybody and welcome back to Dishonored. We are right where we left off on part 3. We just met Samuel. We're going to go with him and meet our mysterious allies. And that was the end of the first mission. So we found... wow, we missed a lot of coins. For all chaos, didn't kill anyone, never detected. So that's what we're going to start going for. We killed 10 people. That's no good. Okay, well I didn't realize that was going to be the end of mission screen, or I would have included that on the last part. I thought it was just going to kind of continuously go. But that's okay. We're at the Hound Pit's pub. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. Sounds good.
This is the Hound Pit's pub, closed for business, half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing.
Just the way I like it. That's a messed
Of course, if
up
anyone
tower.
finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Okay. Let's go meet him. Mission clues updated. Samuel the boatman has smuggled you across the river from Cold Ridge Prison. He works for an underground movement opposed to the illegal reign of the Lord Regent, and has brought you to meet the members of the organization. I already knew that. Now I'm going to be looking everywhere for coins, because I can't believe that we missed that many. Can I go to these kind of places? I mean, I don't know. Seems like there could be secret stuff everywhere here. Let's just follow Samuel. We'll keep our eyes open. Where you at, Samuel? Anything around here? Nope. Okay.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
Okay, then.
Welcome to the Hound Pit pub, sir. How may I help?
Hello, sir. I am Wallace, and this is Cecilia. We have been informed of your arrival and will do our best to stay out of your way while you conduct your business.
Yes. Lydia's a servant here as well.
Okay.
If I may, I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as was my father. Now I am entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists. I have never seen the Admiral fail at any venture. If order can be restored to the city of Dunwall, I believe he can do it. If anyone can get your old life back, it's him.
Okay, sounds like the man with the plan.
So it's starting at last, then. We found our man. Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he
Guess I was
slipped
supposed to go in here.
Yes. Not surprising. He was the... We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pit's pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry. You must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Piero,
Yes.
huh?
Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Piero is going to be crafting my gear.
Plague ordinances will remain in effect through the
Sounds
month
good.
of rain. Stay alert and stay loyal.
And that was kind of an awkward sentence, to be completely honest. No.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
Okay.
No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil is running. Will you get a
Hey, there's
new
a tax
tank
on
from
that stuff,
upstairs,
man.
Please, while I hold this in place. Be careful.
Okay, let me read this note and stuff.
When it explodes, there is a terrible...
Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles by... Oh, wow. Okay. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy, a name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while it is true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest, for you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Okay. Piero's request is denied. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tivian ore, what's wrong with the metals in crystal? King sparrow feathers. If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. Man, they're running low on a lot of stuff. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one's going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. Well, good thing I have a bunch of that odd crap. Okay. Oh man. Lots of reading here. Sokolov technology and a new age. Excerpt from a recent book detailing Sokolov's machines. One of the advantages of the Sokolov's technologies is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil they use as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease. The process is simple enough that any common workman, or even the lower guardsmen of the city watch, can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's designs is the volatility of the tanks themselves. Few incidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of the tanks has exploded. So what I'm hearing is I can shoot them and they'll blow up. Okay. Stealing from my own guy, my own friend.
The dispenser upstairs will provide you with a fresh tank of whale oil. They're heavy.
Let's go.
But you are no doubt strong enough to carry one back down here if you would.
Oh man, there's a lot of books. Okay. Let's go ahead and read them all. Dead Counter Responsibilities. Excerpt from a manual on new City Watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the Dead Counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any Dead Counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test, and if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. So their job is just going to be to count dead. That seems sucky. Failed experiments. Of course I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. These guys really remind me, Sokolov and Piero, are totally reminding me of The Prestige, which is a great movie, by the way, but they just seem to really be complete rivals. Whale vivisection. Excerpt from the notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 feet in length. 42 inches, 42 feet, I think 42 feet. It's a whale. I estimate she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the massive tentacles around her mouth. Then I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through the spume-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Tentacles around her mouth? What kind of whale is that? Whale oil processing. Founder of the Greaves Whale House, Ebenezer Greaves. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to the port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. Man, poor whales. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regards to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it into the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They're quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. Okay, let's listen real quick. Lots of backstory here.
That absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years, if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities, subject, and the necessary legal amnesty.
Okay. Well, let's get this oil. Oh, I guess I can just... Oh, nope. Oh, there we go. Place it in the receptacle.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
There we go. He's probably like, why did you take so long?
Thank you, Cole.
Because I read every single book you have.
The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make.
Awesome. Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, I definitely want some sleep bolts. Spring razor, trap that can be placed on any surface. Rewire circuitry and turn security systems. Grenade. Kind of upgrades. Crossbow accuracy, reload, combat sleep dart. Cool. Equipment. Zoom. More bullets, more bolts. Bone charms. Don't know what those are yet. Well, let's get some crossbow bolts, or sleep bolts. Let's do 10. Might as well. We've got 500, so let's do our crossbow range or accuracy. Let's do our accuracy. Cool. Alright, thank you, Piero.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Sleep well.
I already looked around here anyway. Alright. That's going to be the end of part 4 here. When we get back, we'll continue to explore the city and probably head out on our next mission. Hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I can, or as much as I am, and thanks for watching.